What if Deku had the power, all the power of 750 cents? Where I left off, I was explaining Deku's power. I think I was explaining. I'm not pretty sure, but as I explained, Deku could already beat Meliodas, like full demon King Meliodas. The short one, not his second form, not the big form, the short one. I think it's stronger than the second form, the real one. Yeah, he can beat Meliodas on his Demon King form with his first mark. So I'm like an OP, and I think I said he got abandoned, and in this one, let's say wait, I'm forgetting all this. Yeah, I think I already said that All Might's his dad, but they said that he was quirkless and they didn't want to ruin his reputation, All Might's reputation, so they abandoned him. And he went in his head, yep. So, where I left off, he went in his head. And let's say he was just in there for like, how much is a week, but in that space, let's say it's like, the space the demons got locked in. Let's say he was actually in there for 3,000 years. Right, I mean, I'm just gonna say 3,000 years, so Meliodas is dead for like 6,000, let's just say 6,000, no, that's 6,000, so his mind is, and his soul are 3,000, and Merlin taught him like everything, so he's all knowing, so I'm just gonna make him powerful, just for him to be All Might. I don't know, should I make him a villain? I don't know. And if you hear the cracking noise, it's my knuckles. I don't know if I should make him a villain. So he or then I can't continue. Oh wait, never mind. I'll just separate this. I'll just say this is the hero plot, and I'm gonna make another one that's the villain plot. So I'll just make two. So Deku trains, and I think he was like 5 years old when they abandoned him. So he trains in the forest, but he doesn't train for the UA entrance exam. He just trains because he knows that the Demon King, right? He's still gonna come back. He's still gonna come back and try to kill the reincarnation of the successor, I guess. So he's gonna come back. So he just trains, and he can still see them, but they're slightly fading away, and like just going into their soul is going into that specific sin. So like he can only see it when he's using that sin. Let's say King is the first one to go, and Diane, and then I forgot the thing. I think it was Gother. Okay, I remember. It was Gother. Gother's next to go because he mastered it, all three of them, and then Bon is the one that's like almost close to fading away, but isn't yet. And then it's Merlin, which is like, she's pale, but like not as pale as Bon, which is like almost already fading. Escanor isn't fading at all, or like he is fading, but like not as much as Bon. And Meliodas isn't fading yet. I would say it's gonna take a whole another year for Meliodas to fade away into, just plop into that sin. And by the way, it's not a quirk, so they can't take it away. Or offer one. Yeah, offer one can't take it away. And let's say Deku in the picture, in the bottom right picture, he is he has Meliodas' hair just from like all his let's see, his mind just changed his hair. He's not as tall as Vaughn, but near that height. I think Vaughn is like 6 something. I don't know. And that's pretty much it. He looks like Meliodas, but in his second stage of Demon King. That's what he looks like, but like not as much muscle. Let's say his I don't know what I'm talking about. His muscle fibers. So like he doesn't bulk up. It's like that muscle just gets replaced. Like it gets harder every time it gets damaged. It gets harder. So like he's not bulking up like Escanor. He like builds muscle, but like he's not bulking up because I don't want that. I don't know why Escanor looks so weird. I don't know why. Alright, so now the whole 2 years today. So Meliodas is the last one to go, and he says bye. So he just leaves. So he's like almost only when he uses that sin can he can see him. Probably can only uses 2 sins at a, let's say 3 sins. Because he mastered King, Diane, and Gother's sins, he can use 3 at a time. Should I give him his own sin? I don't know. I don't know if I should give him his own sin, but like the sin of loneliness? I don't know. Betrayal? Did he really get betrayed? Oh, he got betrayed. I'm gonna explore that on the hero arc. And by the way, I'm gonna make another video. Part 5, I'm gonna make the hero thing first, and then the villain. It's gonna say just villain, or I don't. It's gonna say the same thing, but in the title, it's gonna be different. It's gonna say villain arc or something like that. I don't know. And for this sake of this video, he's not gonna get his own sin. So we just go start to the canon, and yes, he still goes to school, but he's like really smart. I don't know how he's goes. Alright, let's say he uses magic, not trying to sound like a villain, but he uses magic to like magic money, like he creates that's yen, I think it's yen, I don't know. He makes yen out of magic. It's counterfeiting, but like I don't know how he's supposed to make money. So he makes yen for like the necessities. So he doesn't just go like making a ton of money for himself. He like just rents a 1-bedroom apartment, and he still works, but he's like still, he isn't inside as much. He just uses it for necessities, and never mind. He's not gonna rent. He's just gonna live in the forest, but he still goes to the city often. Not like as regularly, but often, like once every month. So it goes like 12 times a year. So he does have cuts, but like so as deep because they heal from bronze. And okay, we're going into the where the anime starts. So he doesn't get attached. He doesn't get attacked by the sludge villain, and he reflects. See, yeah, he just reflects and move, or he can't. Let's say he throws a tiny flame at it, which incinerates it from just like all the heat coming out of it and touching him or her. I don't know what gender. It just touches him or her, and it just burns. It's alive. So All Might comes and just sees I'm gonna say he's 5'9", a 5'9" kid. A kid that is 5'9". Wait a minute. In high school, so. Right, let's say, he's 5'4". That's not as tall, but that's average weight for middle school. Because anime, I think they go to junior high, I don't know, or high school, I don't know. So in the end, not in the end, like in the middle, he's gonna go on 5'9". And you can see this kid incinerate this the blob, and he has yellow hair. Okay, blonde hair. Okay, he has blonde hair just because, and he says thank you, and he just runs off. He doesn't chase after All Might, so he doesn't drop the bottles. I think that's how he dropped the bottles. I don't know. I think. So he delivers it, and nothing happens after that. And he still trains at the. Oh, All Might's still looking at his assassin, and he gives it to Zumi. I think I explained that. They're twins, and he gives it to Zumi farther, and I don't think you know how much ego she has. And she has tons of it. Bakugo, in the canon, has a bunch of ego. So Bakugo and Zumi, since they're the best in the school, in like their school, and they start dating. And no, this is not a ship. I'm just saying that. I don't know why. Definitely not gonna really care, because he doesn't care about them. So their egos are bigger than Bakugo in canon. Just slightly bigger. He doesn't like treat them like pets, like tools. Wait, does he? Oh wait, never mind. Alright, then as cocky as they have a big ego as canon Bakugo. So if they go up to the entrance, deku, he is wearing like the same shirt as Meliodas, but like since he's 5'6", I think it is, or 5'4", he has like a bigger version, which doesn't look as cool, and he's not wearing the sword. And by the way, all the sacred treasures are sealed in this let's say he has a pocket dimension. Even the what is it called again? The thing that opens all the portal to the demons, and Meliodas kept it safe until he gave it away. He didn't give it away. He lost it because in the I forgot their name, in the last battle, he sorry for the background noise, I moved. He lost it because he didn't like kill it. He used revenge counter, but wasn't strong enough. Okay. He since he's all knowing, wow, he can teleport to space. He can basically teleport anything, anywhere, or anything to anywhere in the galaxy, multiverse, anything. Okay? By Merlin's magic, and it's multiplied. And the exam, he finished it in 0.1 seconds. Seconds? No, it's microwaves. I think I'm gonna call it. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a second, an actual second thing, but I'm just gonna make it up in this. And Nezu is shocked because it took him 1 hour to complete the whole thing, and he hands it over, and Deku is just waiting for it to be over. And like they're talking about the robots now. It's been like 2 hours since they become, the robots are second. I think they're second in the manga. I don't know, in the anime. So he looks up and sees. Wait, um, Deku is sleeping. I don't know why he's just sleeping, and he tries to wake him up, and he doesn't wake up. And then Deku hears all of them like walking down the halls. And I think it's a hall. I don't know. All of them rushing down the hall to their like things. And so Deku goes out, and right when they open the gates, he runs. And let's say he's faster than like trillions upon trillions upon infinite upon trillions. He's faster than light, so they don't see it, but it just like cuts in half. You know how in that scene where Magneto talks about like the opponent's getting stronger, he gets a branch and like slices a mountain in half without his sacred treasure. And now, right when they say it, Deku just pulls out let's say Lost Vein, and he just cuts the whole thing in half. By the way, no one's going in, so it's not really counting against his points, but it's just he just cuts it and it went like, and it just all the buildings are just falling and the robots are falling. So they click the final one since they saw Deku like just cut this whole city in half without any effort. And let's say he got like a thousand robots, okay? And they have like 10 of those giant robots, 0 points. And they say whoever can, whoever does can defeat the 0 pointers gets automatic, or if they help, they get automatically access to not access they get put in UA. So they start rushing, but Deku, he just, let's say he can use a black hole. If you've ever seen how not to summon a demon lord, I think that's what it is. He uses like the tiny little dust, like the Nova Star, I think that's what it's called, and he just throws it, and it just explodes like the whole like river thing, the bridge, and that's what he does to it. But he tones it down slightly because Merlin's magic is OP as hell, and he made it farther OP. Let's say he shot it at a side, and then he full countered it up in the air, so it just goes, and it's just releasing this massive air pressure. You can literally feel it like vibrating the ground. And he basically passes flying colors, and they're all mad because they didn't get a single point. Because he just started everything. The whole city's gone. Like, it's literally just rubble. Like in this scene. Like in this, it's nothing. He destroys the whole thing. And I think there's like more than one testing ground, so like everyone just sees this light just go up in the air and disperse it, and they all feel the massive air shock. It's like, and I think he destroys some of the robots. It's not like he doesn't allow to destroy humans. He like doesn't allow to. But and he just walks out, and All Might comes to him. He already gave it to Zoom, by the way. So he says, "Congratulations, you." Oh wait. Okay, I'll just use it. I was gonna save something big for this, but like, no, we'll save it for the villain arc. Yeah, it's gonna come in like in a few short days, because I have more time. Okay, so he he All Might's congratulating him for like getting the highest points, beating his record, and possibly like being the highest record to get. And then All Might, he says he doesn't like say he's the son. He's like, so All Might, what happened to your son? And All Might does like the, like when people in anime get poisoned, these were like, or they like turn into a double. It's like a shade. It's like that. All Might said, how do you know about that? And then he says, there's no reason. And he just walks away inside the forest, just looking in the forest. And Deku comes out of the forest. He pays for rent. He buys not a house, say a small house with a 2-bedroom apartment. I don't know why. It's just a guest room. And he just goes to school. And by the way, he destroyed his hut. He destroyed it. He really doesn't need it anymore because he can he can what happens to that again? He just I just messed up because it's a shorter walk. And let's say the forest is like the end of the city, and UA is in like the middle of the city. It's really massive. He just at the end of the city. Like they're opposite sides. And so he buys one in like near UA, so he doesn't have to like walk every time. It was be late. So he grows his angel wings, as I said. His angel wings, not his angel wings, his fairy wings, the biggest wings that he has right now. And he masters more the demon mark. Wait, no, the demon wings. And he can now like fill his hands with demon energy, which is just like the black substance, and he can now turn it into a whole wing. So he goes to UA flying with his fairy wings. And they're all saying, what is this quirk? What is this quirk? Because like he cut a whole building in half. And most of class 1A is wondering what his quirk is. So he goes inside the school to class 1A and just sees someone. He just goes in and sees Bakugo, and he ignores Bakugo. He's still writing in his notebook. And by the way, he can see quirks. I don't know why. We'll just add that. He can see any power that he has. Oh, no, it's something super cool. Let's say he has a bracelet, but like it's not like it's like bottom, so you can't see it with the shirt covering. It's a bracelet, and you know how in Hawk can see power levels. They say he can see quirks and power levels and anything. And basically, the strongest one, like without Deku, is Todoroki, Bakugo. Wait, should I? Not Zumi, not Todoroki, Zumi, Bakugo. Let's say Zumi and Bakugo are tied. Because Todoroki has more experience and far better in combat. And Izumi, let's say, she can only use 5% because her ego is blocking it. And since Bakugo is basically just growing it more, All Might is like, should I take it away? Should I not? And then Aizawa walks in, and they're just scared because this worm came in. But no, it's just Aizawa. And he's like, put on your uniforms. We'll be going to testing grounds. And they say, isn't there frick, I forgot. Let's just go. On. And wow, he's still pretty ripped. He's now the oldest Earth. Okay, I'm forgetting everything. Apparently. Nothing happens after that. But everyone's being a slight, since it's like too, let's say, it's too small, like a bit too small, so they can still see his like muscles. And so he's up first because he got like this, and he just envelops like the ball into darkness, and then into a sun. Well, an angel. Let's do that. Like an arc. I think that's what it's called. And then he puts sun around it, and he throws it with his It's like he can form it into a weapon. So he just forms it, and he forms his angel, his arc into a claw. So he throws it, and it reaches farther than the atmosphere. Let's see, it literally hits a planet, destroying it. By the way, there's nothing on that planet, okay? It's basically in ruins. Everyone died. Nothing is there, and he just was. It is a shooting star. It doesn't break from Eskimo since like it's in demon power, and then arc. So it's basically it can't reach the heat. It just goes. The heat just shoots out from the back, and everyone is shocked. And Aizawa just says infinity. We cannot calculate where it goes, and then you just hear this giant shockwave and bro, and by the way, it's out of their universe, and they can still feel the shockwave. Okay, so he broke the sound barrier, so you can't hear it. Otherwise, it would break their ears. It's like, if you ever heard a firework, one of the fireworks is like, that's what it sounds like, but like amplified. So you're wearing a headset right next to it, and it's like the audio's right next to it, and everything is like amplified to the thing. It goes, and then Bako, Todoroki, and Uzumi get mad because it's like we'll beat it, we'll beat it. They're saying that out loud, right? And everyone tries just to get too near Deku with the Uraraka tries, but let's say her power is like she hasn't trained it as much, so her power just falls back down. But she couldn't hold it for long. But trust me, she's gonna get way more powerful. Let's say she's gonna be for season 4, when they're helping, when Deku goes 100 and plus infinite, I think. Like where he carries. I don't know how the hell. She's already tired because I think they took her energy. She carries a dragon and a monster that is on illegal substance. Okay, say that, illegal substance. And so we're gonna make her like that level by the end. Okay. Let's say he they move on to the heroes, not the hero, the USJ, and Deku doesn't, he like knows that villains are gonna be there. Not because he's a villain, he's just like, he feels that, let's say he can see life presence, so he has extra vision, so he can see like how many are near him, and let's say he has this radius that shows everything. He envelops the whole universe, but he can focus on this tiny little thing and like see the future, like what's gonna happen, what's in the past, like how it built. Okay, but it has to be less than the Earth's like radius, the whole Earth. Okay, and then he really doesn't care because Mr. Aizawa is there, and let's say All Might's there too. So he hasn't wasted his. Let's say he hasn't wasted 2 hours. But we're also gonna add a whole nother no move. So it's 2 hours on the clock trying to beat 2 no moves. Okay? And it makes something happen in the end. But I can't tell you. And Aizawa basically starts defeating all the lower swords, but then starts trying to defeat all of the lower rookies, I guess. The rookies. But then he just next All Might just next drops all of them, and he goes, and then Shigaraki says, Nobu, kill that bastard. And he gets hit with all the force, expecting like nothing, just a little punch, and he gets hit by all the force. And this is at 15% of All Might, and he's not prepared, so he just goes like, and he goes flying into a wall at the USJ, and he is not prepared, so he just like, he hurts, like his snap hurts a little bit. And he basically starts attacking, but then in the other Nobu goes for a punch, and let's say All Might's not prepared for this, so he gets punched, and he's getting pummeled, right? And Izumi says, Dad, no! And she tries to do 100% of her punch, and she hits the Nobu, but it doesn't even phase the Nobu. The Nobu was basically like, and she breaks her arm, so it's not like Deku, like he has his arm still intact. He breaks her arm into like pieces, and I'm telling you, you can literally see, like, if you've ever seen your bone like in the middle, not like the hand bone, like in the middle, like the bottom, little bottom, like you can see it like all shatter, like her hand shatters, but like her like whole thing isn't shattered, but like you can see where it shattered because like it just stops moving and it breaks off. So she basically can't use that hand anymore until Recovery Girl recovers. And when the Nomi grabs her hand and breaks it farther worse than it, she has scars already. And he or she, I don't know what gnome Ginger is, she just gets thrown to the water. She's touching it and it feels like knives because how fast she's going, like, and she hits the wall and just goes down. And All Might is mad, so he goes like out the Gold Plus Ultra Punch, and he knocks out one of the Nomus. But the other Nomu, by the way, Deku is just, since he has his own what's it called again? Dimension, yeah, Pocket Dimension. He just grabs popcorn and a drink, and he's just sipping it, and everyone is just looking at him. And they haven't gotten teleported, by the way, because say they successfully trapped not trapped him. Let's say they knocked him out for like a little bit, like just a second, like because All Might like hit him, but not enough to like kill him or like knock him out for an hour, like 30 minutes to, because like it just touched him, but it's enough because it's All Might, okay? Because he got punched by the Nomu the last second. And everyone is just confused where he got this from. And then he just gets up and grabs out his sacred treasure. No, Meliodas' sacred treasure, and just pummels the Nobu, cutting it to pieces. And then he uses let's say 1,000 ancient 1,000 divine atom cuts, and he's just splitting all the atoms until they disappear, so he cannot regenerate. He just splits them all, and everyone just sees Deku kill one of the Nomus, and nothing. Everyone is shocked because they knew that they couldn't handle him. All Might couldn't even handle one, let alone what happened. So they're saying thank you. And then he goes to rescue Zumi. He's still not a prick. He just hates them, but he's still willing to save them. Not like risk his own life. You know, like they know he's gonna die. He knows that he's gonna die and give him like an organ that he knows he's gonna die. So he just saves her, and then he grows his fairy wings, and flies to Blurs, and he contacts. Oh yeah, Kirigiri is like he wakes up, right? So he locks it. He like puts the portal still, and then he tells all that they're villains at the USJ, and All Might is still down, right? But he still has like an hour left of his power. So he's like, he hasn't gone to Small Might. He's just knocked out for a couple seconds. And he wakes up and sees the Nomu is gone. Both Normals and Shigaraki is gone too. But the students are still there. I'd say Ochako can just still you know, he learned how to like manage people. And she says, you got a pretty large wound there, All Might. And he says, what? And then she says, there's a wound to the left of your body. It's really massive. I think you should get surgeries. You should get a surgery to fix it. And he says, yeah, I'll get a surgery. Try to fix it. And then he goes to recovery nurse and says to All Might, you could have died up there. And then Izuku is still he's still in the radius because it's like a whole earth. And he knows that. Oh, he goes up to All Might and says, he's like, so what's your quirk? And he says nothing, right? He says, and then Deku just says, so it's one for all, huh? And you gave it to Zumi, and he's just shocked. And Zumi's still weak, right? And recovery girl still she's still there, by the way. She's still tending to wounds, and everyone's just shocked. And I'm gonna end it off here. I'm gonna make another video. This was very interesting. Sorry.